My name? It's Lawrence. It's Lawrence Lee. I was born in Northumberland. I was born in Wylam, actually. I was born between the two railway lines, which were in Wylam at one time. And my mother decided to move away from there because I was interested in playing with the trains. I'll go back a long, long way. When I was just 8 years old, I can remember my mother bringing us in from the countryside, and clearly remember buying a dozen day-old chickens in what is called the Shambles in Hexham. At the time, the marketplace was full of traders, all shouting and screaming and displaying their wares. Everything from, I remember one trader just selling pieces of formica, which people would take away in those days and make formica tops, formica tables, put on top of the kitchens, not like the modern day stuff. Another trader had sheets of glass, and what he was doing was trying to sell glass cutters. You just take a sheet of glass up and cut it like that. Textiles, it was just absolutely full of different types of traders. Leaving school, I took a job here in Hexham. The first job I had in Hexham was working at a engineering company. It was called Davison's Foundry. It was a steel factory which melted down the iron in foundries, made castings, and it had about 30 or 40 people employed. And it was sited right in the bottom of Hexham, down Giles Gate, just past the Skinners and the Tanners pub, which that in itself was interesting, because the Skinners pub got its name from the tannery, which was just above it. Animal skins were taken there, processed, and made into leather. And I believe it had a fantastic name for making gloves at one time. There was the flour mill on the main street itself, which is now converted into flats. On the same side as the flour mill was a little canteen, a mobile canteen, and it was called the Blue Canteen. It was just a mobile caravan, and it was there every day for I don't know how many numbers of years. But there's no bypass then, and all the traffic used to come down the main street of Hexham, and drivers, lorry drivers in particular, would stop and have a sandwich. In the 60s, it was extremely busy. You didn't have the superstores outside the Hexham, and everybody used to come into Hexham to buy whatever they wanted to buy, all their goods. There wasn't an empty shop to be found. They were all extremely busy. One thing I can remember of Hexham, which in the gone by days, is Hexham Hospital itself, which was left over from the army, I believe. I spent some time in there just after I left school. And the heating system was a lot to be desired. It's just a simple coke fire called a belly stove, just sited in the middle of the ward. From time to time, porter would come along and fill it with coke, and that was your heating system. Far cry from today. And also there was the famous cafe called Auntie Taylor's Cafe, which was, in past times, the ropery, which is still there today, but it's looking at just a little bit worse for wear. But Auntie Taylor's Cafe was very famous. All the farmers used to get in there on a Tuesday and would have a good old chinwag. I've got a thing about history. I think there's been an awful lot of buildings destroyed in Hexham. I remember Fore Street, and it was just when it was a two-way traffic. And I also remember two lorries being jammed side by side halfway up Fore Street. I'm not sure whether they rectified the situation between them two drivers. I don't know. But they were jam solid. But now it's a complete pedestrian way. And of course, on Back Street, there was the famous Fandango nightclub, which I spent many hours in that club, along with other people, the youngsters. They come in from far and wide. Len and Molly, famous names. There was very little problems there. If there was any problems in the Fandango, Molly soon put stop to it. Nobody messed with Molly. I'm grateful because I've seen Hexham over the last 70 years, a little bit more than that, but haven't been born in 37. I'm very grateful that I've seen Hexham, and I know what it was like in those days. The modern generation, you can only see photographs of it, but I lived it. And I'm very, very grateful for that.